Go ahead and start with questions for Hailey. We'll start with Carly.
Hey Hailey, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I have one quick question. What are your off-season plans?
I think the number one off-season plan is to get healthy and take care of my body. And then after that, I plan on, playing in Unrivaled, joining Unrivaled. But yeah, that's all to be determined.
Sounds good. And then my question here, your first rookie season, or your first season, excuse me, here in the WNBA, obviously had to deal with some injuries. But what are some things that you would take away as positives from this season? And what's one thing outside of health that you really want to work on heading into next year?
I think that a couple things that I took away had to do with just being able to navigate hard things, and I have a certain level of confidence in myself to do that. I had that before this year, but I think I reaffirmed that for myself this year is, I'm able to handle adversity, and there's not too much that will ever, take me out. I'm always gonna put up a fight. So, that was something I was proud of that I, reaffirmed about myself this year. And, I think there's a lot of things I could say that I want to work on or I need to work on that will be worked on. The biggest thing for me, I think, outside of getting healthy is, figuring out what state my body needs to be in to play at the level I need to play at to be successful in the WNBA. So whether that is, gaining muscle in certain areas, losing fat in certain areas, being in ultimate shape, that and, I think if I lead with that and being and recomping my body, I think, working on the skill set things and the on-court things are going to just come a lot easier. So.
Thank you.
Alyssa.
Hi, Hailey.
Hi.
I just wanted to check in, how the last couple of weeks of season were for you, mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. Just, you haven't been able to play, and that's frustrating, and so just wanted to check in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've never really had that happen in my career where I've sat out for that many games, and it was sporadic. There were sections prior in the year where I had to sit out as well, so it was definitely unique. Definitely added to the rookie experience, but it was definitely frustrating, and it was hard some days, but also, it was a way for me to see the game and the WNBA from a new perspective. And I think there's a lot that I can learn from, what these last couple of weeks were like for me. I still had fun. It was still, it wasn't like it wasn't fun anymore. So there's a lot of good to be taken away from it. And I definitely can, take this experience and use it for my benefit.
Thanks, Hailey. Good luck at Unrivaled.
Thank you.
Brian.
Hey, good morning, Hailey.
Good morning.
I want to get your thoughts on Coach Simon and also Coach Johnson. I observed you guys having a really good rapport there. Just wanted to get your thoughts on what they meant to you during your rookie season.
Yeah, I mean, they meant everything to me. The type of player I am, and when I'm going through something or I'm struggling, I just want to work. I want to get reps. I want to work out. I could be in the gym, every day if they would let me, and they showed up whenever I asked them to. They brought great energy. That's a huge thing for me too, is are you going to match my energy in the workouts and care about this as much as I care about it? And they always did. And alongside of that, I think we built great friendship. We always were joking. They made every day fun. They brought joy to my days. Me and AJ got really close because he was my position. And that's a relationship. Him and Dave are relationships that I think I will have for the rest of my career, even if we end up on different paths. I think I'll maintain those. So I'm really grateful for that. And, they mean a lot to me, and I think that they will be great for the outlook of my career.
Thank you.
Naomi. Oh, okay. Kita.
Hey, Haley, thanks for taking the time. For this season, it's kind of a whirlwind going from college to the WNBA. Can you just sort of talk about some of your teammates that you may have leaned on throughout the season and maybe some advice that some folks shared with you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that everyone, the one thing that I realized is, other people were going through experiences outside of me. Like, just because I'm a rookie and, being a rookie is hard doesn't mean that my other teammates weren't having new experiences for themselves and also going through things. So, I think that made it a lot easier for me to be grateful for what my situation was, regardless of how I thought it was going. But also, I think Rachel and Ariel were huge for me, and they both have different personalities, so we kind of connected in different ways with each of them. But from a confidence standpoint, they knew my position, they understand what it's like to play my position, and being able to just bounce frustrations, bounce ideas off of them, and them to tell me everything is going to be okay, meant a lot. And they were great examples for me to watch, especially when I was sitting out. I tried to really keen in on them of how they were making reads, how they were moving, what they were doing. But, I think they all gave me a ton of different advice, but the overarching one was that, it is what it is, and that's okay, but no one is going to write your journey for you. So, they kind of gave me my power back in that sense of what my career will look like is going to be up to me. So,
thank you.
We'll go back to Naomi.
Hey, Haley. I have a question about something off the court that I feel like wasn't spoken about enough this season, your pregame fits. You really put that stuff on this season, and I just kind of want to know, what went into those outfits, and do you feel like it was just a form of your self-expression, and do you have any favorites from this season?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think of myself as a fashion girly. I am into fashion. I'm into the curating of outfits and clothes and designing things. That's kind of a passion of mine that I'm trying to explore. And so I wanted to put myself out there in that sense. And so I think I went for the vision was to be very versatile and to show that, I have all these different, I wouldn't say I'm kind of pigeonholed into one specific style. I like to experiment and try new things, and me and my stylist that helps me, Ella, she has been great at collaborating. I'm obviously very collaborative. I have a lot of opinions and what I want it to look like. So being able to do that process with her has been great. So it was awesome, and it's different. You don't really do that in college. So that was something in the pros that I really enjoyed. But I think one of my favorites, I know off the top of my head, one of my favorites was I wore a tan trench coat with plaid, oversized shorts, and they had the boxers built into them, and I wore knee-high boots. First time I've ever worn boots in my life, by the way. That was kind of funny. But that outfit was fire. I loved that one. I had a couple at the end of the year where I thought those were tea. I think, my last week I threw out some hard hitters. Those are all great outfits. So I can go down the line. If you guys get me talking, I will keep going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
We'll close out. Last question from Andrew.
Thanks, Tristan. As always, first belated happy birthday to you, HBL.
Thank you.
On that note, Nisisha Heidemann had similar stats towards you her rookie season, and now she's maybe or in the running for being Sixth Woman of the Year, and saw Kelsey Plum have a notable jump after her difficulties rookie year. Do you see those as templates for you to be able to say, hey, if they can definitely do that, I know the competitor that I am, that I can certainly reach those heights? And what's one or two songs that help get you through the season, besides any gospel tracks, of course, but just in terms of regular songs?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like, I take inspiration from those people a lot. And I think that those are two great examples. There's other, just as I play people around the league this year, I've been, like, realizing, like, sometimes it takes a couple years, and that happens with a lot of people. And whatever my journey is going to be is what it's going to be. I'm going to fight for it to be as soon as possible. But whenever it comes, like, I have ultimate belief in my abilities, and now that I have a year under my belt, I'm even more confident. But seeing those people, and especially for Heidemann, like, I think she's had a great stretch at the end of this year where being able to watch that and understand, what her game is and how she fits in, like, that has been awesome. And obviously Kelsey, there's a big inspiration there. So for sure, I take inspiration from a lot of people in the NBA too. Like, the amount of research I have done on the arc of Jalen Brunson's career and how he got to where he has gotten is probably concerning. But it's been great. And I would say this year, I've actually, from a music standpoint, like, I kind of have gotten into more, like, alternative than I have before. So I've been kind of, like, and I wouldn't say, like, intense alternative, like, not hard rock, but, like, I really like Willow, and I'm kind of into her vibe right now. I'm a big Trippie Redd girl, so... Yeah, those two artists I would say probably are on my, like, most played for sure.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, everyone. You will be next.
Thank you, guys.